Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of My Thoughts. It's been a while since we did My Thoughts, and the truth is because I really haven't had much to talk about. It's been slow news so far, and really nothing I wanted to make a My Thoughts episode on. But today, yeah, we do. I'm going to be talking about my thoughts on the iPhone 15. It's the new iPhone that just came out. I think I don't know, it was like a few months ago, I'd have to say. I made another My Thoughts episode on the AirPods Pro, the second AirPods Pro or something like that. So this is my first Apple product. I did My Thoughts on, but other than that, I haven't really done much of. It's not really a review. It's just my thoughts because I don't have the iPhone 15 yet. But maybe reading a little bit of an article here and just giving my overall thoughts. But there are some critiques I have of the iPhone 15, and there are some things I like about it, but most of them are critiques, and I do have some problems with it, and we're going to get into that here. So, this is a article from MacRumors.com. It's titled "Should You Buy an iPhone 15?" So it just pretty much goes over all the features of the iPhone 15 and what it's going to be. Came over, I think it came out like a few weeks ago, maybe like a week or two ago, if I remember correctly. But introduced in September 2023, the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus are two of Apple's current flagship iPhones. Sold alongside the iPhone 15 Pro and iPhone 15 Pro Max, the new phones launched on Friday, September 22nd. Okay, so it's September 22nd. And is now a fantastic time to buy an iPhone 15 or an iPhone 15 Plus. As brand new models, the 6.1-inch iPhone 15 and 6.7-inch iPhone 15 Plus will last for many years to come and will remain at part of Apple's flagship lineup for the next 12 months. So you can rest assured that something newer and better is not right around the corner. The iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Plus start at $799 and offer a good balance between functionality and longevity and price. But if the cost is a major factor for you, Apple also offers the iPhone $429 iPhone SE with older technology and prior generation iPhone 14 and iPhone 14 Plus, with pricing starting at $699. The 2-year-old iPhone 13 is also available starting at $599. If you're looking for something better than the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus, you could step up to the iPhone 15 Pro or iPhone 15 Pro Max. The respective screen sizes of the Pro models are the same, but they include a number of upgrades such as always-on display with ProMotion technology, a customizable action button instead of a ring silent switch on the side, a faster A17 Pro chip, an advanced camera system with telephoto, and more. Choosing an iPhone is a major decision, so we'll have some buyer's guides that walk you through choosing the best device for you, and a few other things that don't really matter. So, right off the bat, of course, iPhones are very expensive. They're upwards of $1,000 for like these new iPhone 15s. Personally, I have an iPhone 13. I used to have an iPhone SE, the one that was made 2020, but I just upgraded a few months ago to the iPhone 13. 13 or 14? No, it's the 13. Um, Great phone. But enough about that. But just for the record, I do want to say I do have an iPhone 13, and to be quite honest with you, I don't see much of a difference between the two. Now, of course, I don't have the iPhone 15, but I only mention the kind of iPhone I have is because the look of it, I don't see the difference. Like, it's not like, I mean, I guess it depends on the version you get, but from the looks, it looks like the same iPhone, and that's pretty much Apple's recipe. Like, they pretty much make the same iPhone every year, maybe with a couple new features and stuff, but nothing too much in the way of like newness. But of course, I can't speak 100% because I don't have the new iPhone. But we're going to continue with this article here. As with the iPhone 14 lineup, the best features reserved for the iPhone 15 Pro models to make the extra cost worth it. But the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus are still very compatible devices. They just come in pink, yellow, green, blue, and black. And here's the biggest thing that and this is the change I most disagree with. So the chargers. So the most significant change for the lineup is a move from the Lightning port that has been present on every iPhone for over a decade to a USB-C port, although data transfers on these models remain the same as USB 2.0 speeds that were available with the Lightning. So what I'm getting from this is I think you could still use the Lightning connector. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't really get too much out of it, but my biggest problem is they are changing they're changing from USB-C port or the Lightning port to USB-C port. I have a problem with that because it's just an unnecessary, probably to some people, to me, if I end up getting an iPhone 15, it'll be an inconvenient change to me, just because it's simply just a design choice I don't agree with. But, it's just an inconvenience and not a change that they really have to make in my opinion. But it's just that's just a change I don't agree with. I just wanted to put that out there. But now we're going to talk about the camera improvements. They included a new 48 megapixel main camera with quad pixel sensor that defaults to 24, capturing megapixel photos. The updated main camera also allows for 2x telephoto options, intelligently cropped from the full camera picture. And portraits no longer require switching portrait mode, with the iPhone 15 automatically capturing depth information with the person, dog, or cat is detected in the frame. The new camera system also brings sharper detail, more vivid colors, and new improved low light performance to portraits, while night mode also sees similar improvements. And the battery life remains the same on the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus compared to their predecessors, with video playback for up to 20 hours on the iPhone 15 and 26 hours on the iPhone 15 Plus. As with the last several generations, the iPhone 15 models support 5G connectivity, both sub 6 GHz and mmWave in the United States. And they use a new Qualcomm X70 modem. And the United States, again, and iPhone models again ship without a physical SIM card, as now carriers use eSIM, which that's just another inconvenience, because a SIM card is actually, if you guys don't know, it's pretty much what holds your data in the iPhone, and it just can present more problems when you have an eSIM. But I guess that's not really an iPhone thing; it's more of a carrier thing, like a phone carrier thing. So I can't really get mad at Apple for that. Um, Emergency SOS via satellite debuted with the iPhone 14 lineup, and this year it is expanding to include roadside assistance via satellite. Apple is partnering with service agencies such as AAA in the United States to allow users to experience vehicle difficulties while out of cell signal range to request service, either as part of their AAA membership on a fee basis. The iPhone 15 models are available on 128 gigabytes, 256 gigabytes, and 512 gigabyte storage capacities. In addition to wired charging via USB-C, wireless charging via MagSafe and QI2 is also supported. The iPhone 15 and 15 Plus support Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.3. And the last little bit of this article is it also goes over the USB-C, it goes more in the depth with that. Reviewers were not pleased with the limited USB 2.0 speeds that offer no improvements over Lightning. Changing to Lightning will also require tossing out all Lightning cables, but not having to carry multiple cables for Macs and iPads is a positive. But yeah, so other people are upset about the USB-C thing too, and I can't blame them. And now the iPhone 15 has some problems, such as with power banks and Apple CarPlay due to incompatibilities with the USB-C port. Apple will likely address these problems in an upcoming software update. And one of the bigger changes also to the iPhone 15 is it's made out of titanium, and titanium is supposed to be, it's just really made for like stronger material, and like to make it more resistant to like drops and stuff, and it's just supposed to make it a little bit more stronger, because like I said, titanium is a little bit more of a stronger material that they use, so that's another change. Now, like I said, and the problems I just read off, those weren't the only problems that have been reported so far with the iPhone 15, and this is from a different website. It's called Mashable.com, and it just goes over some of the issues so far people have ran into with the new iPhone 15. As Mashable recently covered, iPhone 15 users are reporting that the device gets way too hot. Some users are claiming that the phones overheat during taxing mobile gaming sessions. Recording intensive high-quality 4K video also reportedly causing thermal issues. Others even say that simply charging the device causes the iPhone 15 to sizzle. Some reports state that the phone gets so hot it becomes too uncomfortable to hold for a phone call, and there's a tweet from Ian Zelbo. Geez, my iPhone 15 Pro Max is almost too hot to touch while fast charging right now, which is another problem. But phones heat up. Like when I charge my phone, it gets a little bit warm, or when I'm using it a lot, it gets a little bit warm. But that's pretty common. But like apparently, it's like too hot to like even touch. So that's a big problem. And here's one of the biggest problems that I've seen all over Twitter and everything. I've seen it mainly over Twitter and TikTok. The new iPhone breaks too easily. As for the titanium's body propensity to get mucked up, users probably don't have much to worry about. The only thing I've seen out there yet, as I've experienced personally, is a discoloration of titanium due to fingerprints, Schroeder said. That's temporary, though. Arguably, the biggest iPhone issue facing the new line of iPhone 15s is the durability of the device. This is something built into every phone and isn't solvable with the software update. Some longtime iPhone users are finding that the new generation flagship phone line breaks too much in easier older models. LOL. And there's a tweet here from Danish1 Meshman. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyways, It's attached to your video. LOL, just a thumb press and an iPhone 15 Pro Max is destroyed. And I'm going to show the video here.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I did not see that one coming.
So yeah, you could see clearly there that just by a little bit of a pressure, the iPhone 15, the back of it at least just cracks, and that's not good. Reports have been that they've been breaking like way easier. Some reports have said that they break like just if you drop the phone like on a lighter surface, it cracks even like if it's like the smallest drop. So clearly it's not very as durable as they say, and no discredit to the Twitter user that posted that. You could see his Twitter and everything in that video, but yeah, you could see very well that like the iPhone 15 is not, it's not as durable as they say. So Sam Cole of Apple Track performed a drop test on the iPhone 15. Cole found that the older iPhone 14 handled the punishment much better than the iPhone 15. In fact, the 15 Pro was completely unusable after a series of drop tests. What was even more interesting about the test, Cole believes the titanium body build isn't solely to blame. He suspects that the curved edges on the new phone played a role in the device's weaker body as well. And that's pretty much the all the articles I'm going to read. So my final thoughts on the iPhone 15. It's not looking good so far. It's pretty much like every other iPhone, in my opinion. I'm certainly not going to buy it. I'm sure years, probably some years down the road when I need a new phone, I'm going to have to probably end up getting it, or whatever new iPhone is out by then. But it just seems like a bunch of inconveniences, and I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm fine with my phone I have right now, and it's just pretty much the iPhone 15 just shows to me and a few other people, I'm sure, that it's just an example of Apple and everybody else. They're just making some unnecessary changes that really didn't need to be changed. But that's just my opinion, though. But that's pretty much it. Make sure to subscribe for more content, like video, all good stuff. Discord, Twitch, Instagram, links in the description. I don't know how much more. I'm sorry to say that. I don't know how much my thoughts I'm going to be making. Like I'll really make my thoughts like if there's like I said, if there's like a lot of news going on or something I want to talk about. But there really hasn't been much, so I can't say how much my thoughts like I said, my thoughts is more of on a newsly basis. If there's something I feel like talking about, then I'll make my thoughts on it. But it could go very inconsistent or be very consistent. It's kind of up to the news, but it's pretty much the situation with that. But that's pretty much it, though. Comment down below what you guys think of the iPhone 15. Do you like it, or do you think it's horrible like I do? But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.